My first impressions of the new Dream Ride track, man, I'm stoked with it. You know, Dream Ride gives back to JDR in so many different ways. Coming into the new year and the new racing season, it's such a good way to launch the team and to get a little bit of hype around the new riders and the new sponsors coming into the year.
We developed this experience and we end up having a good time in the process and still give back to our sponsors. It's a cool, unique way of doing things.
I think the reason we chose Hawaii is because classically it's so known for surfing, but what most people don't realise is motocross culture is really big there as well. So it's really cool to kind of give back to the locals and then again show this whole different side of Hawaii that most dirt bike enthusiasts don't even know is there.
You go to Hawaii and all you see is nothing but grass, and then in 4 days there's a full-blown track that only we can ride, and then whenever we're done with it, it gets tore down. It's
such a unique spot to film in, you know. We're filming under the mountain where they shot King Kong, and you can see the water right in the background. So once the heli gets here and we can get some really wide shots and really reveal what we're filming on, it's going to be amazing.
When we first got started off, you know, like, it needed a lot of water. So we have water trucks running, you know, all day long. And I got this dozer I'm sitting on right here to start pushing some dirt around and taking some shape. And then we had a loader to stack up, you know, some of these jumps. Some of these bigger ones needed a lot of dirt.
Like Dream Ride 1, when we were coming into it, like we weren't really sure, but it was going to be really good. And the way I like Hawaii was it was more set up, and it made it feel like more like a track.
For like what time you guys had to do this, I think it's amazing. I mean, like, even if you had a month to do it, it's still like great. Just like looking at all the jumps and all that, like, couldn't do no better.
I really think the boys could actually come out here and just cut motos all day and actually do some training out here. So, you know, it's a way different turn from what we initially went with. And then this time we didn't have as much time to do it as well. So, you know, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you've seen photos of it, but you haven't seen it in person. So to get here and be as stoked as I am with it, it's a really good feeling.
Billy, he done a mad job on the track. The doubles were just like them Supercross finish line doubles, the mad face, and then the round of Danny. And it was pretty much, you know, 17 of them around a track that was up and down hills.
It's pretty insane. I mean, how everything just flows together. It's, you know, it feels like an actual big, you know, like a big motocross track.
Dream Ride 2, man, logistically it's just been so much harder than the first one. The fact that we actually have to cross water to get to Hawaii has just added a whole new dimension. And then the time constraint this time was a lot less than Dream Ride 1, so, you know, we've had to freight bikes overseas, we've had to fly people from all corners of the globe, so it's been, you know, a real challenge for everyone involved. So to actually be here and seeing it come together, it's a lot of hard work.
So today, got the bikes from the freight place, courtesy of Jared, and came up to our guy Brian here. He's got his whole garage set up for us to take all the bikes apart. So this started about 3 weeks ago. I got word that we're coming over here. We need to get bikes ready and parts ready and starting doing some logistical stuff. So me and Richie started at the shop, found out what bikes we were taking. Jay got the plastic ready for the 13s. Then we went to work upstairs and got some parts. We knew we were gonna need some parts and some filters and just all the stuff you're gonna need to practice, but we're gonna have to bring it all over here in Ojo bags like we do to the race. So we had to go find a 30 by 30 by 30 box, a huge box from UPS, and pack it full of wheels. We got 3 sets of race wheels, put some chemicals in there, everything we can find, just whatever we knew we were gonna need.
So we were there, you know, we had this guy named Brian come up, and he's a really cool guy, you know, mechanics, anything that mechanics needed, you know, he got for him, like us, food-wise, everything. His wife cooked for us, and people like Brian, you know, that's how they act like that over there in Hawaii. They always want to help out with everything.
Then meeting the people was such an experience in itself on how much they were like us. It was mad. It put a smile on my face, that's for sure. The Kauai people, the way they accepted me into their community, The way they fed me, it was mad. I had a blast, and I can't say enough good things about the Kauai people and their island they've got there. I take all the kids around my town on my bikes, and I love it. I know it means the world to them. It's only a short period of my time to take out to put a smile on a kid's face. And I seen them all there, and I knew that they're not going to say no to a free ride on a dirt bike, so I took a couple for a ride, and you know, hopefully it made their day and definitely put a smile on their face.
Well, I think the cool thing with Dream Ride 2 is that we've got one rider from every facet of motocross that JDR's entered into. So we've got Malcolm, who races in the US, we've got Josh, who's a top Australian contender, and now as we transition into amateur racing, we've got Chase, who's in Dream Ride as well. So, you know, for the guys who haven't seen Chase or haven't heard about him, then you know, his career is just starting to blossom. So this Dream Ride 2 is going to be the perfect thing to really get Chase's name out there as well.